ADCs have officially been promoted from caster minion to cannon minion. It's a big day, everyone. Crit is back. Infinity Edge is back. It's so exciting. Okay, let's go over what happened. What changes are gonna happen May 15 in patch 14.10. So, remember how before this every item gave 20% crit chance? Well, now every item gives 25% crit chance. Infinity Edge, which is the core item of crit, now gives 50% crit damage, which means after you buy it, you have 225% crit damage. Just like how it used to be before Mythics invaded League of Legends. So, another huge change besides crit. Every item that's not crit, so these ones, on hit ones, give attack damage and attack speed, but no crit. Every item that's crit, give attack damage, like these ones, only attack damage, or attack speed. So you don't have any more Kraken Slayer with attack speed, attack damage, and crit, or Phantom Dancer with attack damage, attack speed, crit chance, move speed. No. Okay? We'll have crit with AD, crit with attack speed. That's it. We don't combine them anymore. So, what does that mean for us? First of all, Non-Quiver, rest in peace, you'll be missed. Non-Quiver is no longer the first buy you're supposed to take. Back in the day, people used to build Infinity. Infinity first time, yeah. BF first item, right? Because it builds into Infinity. Why? Well, you had no other options. But then Non-Quiver was introduced, helped you farm, give you attack speed, give you attack damage, give you everything. That's why people build Non-Quiver. Now, it's like you can only build into 2 items that are not even good items. So that's doomed, no more. Okay, my guess, BF Sword is back. So let's see, how do we do this? I think we just go over a full build example. I think that makes a bit more sense, so you can understand my reasoning and thought process, okay? So, when you look at all the crit items here, it's like, okay, you want to play crit, right? We're gonna go over the crit item build first, then on hit, then casters, and so on. Kraken Slayer, it doesn't give crit anymore, right? So if you go crit, you are supposed to build crit chance items. First item should be a crit chance item, otherwise it makes no sense. You know, Infinity will be less efficient, so you wanna build crit, right? So my idea is, how about we go Infinity Edge first item? I mean, the damage of the crits now is gonna be meaningful. It's gonna deal a ton of damage. Infinity Edge is finally back to being the most, the strongest, how do I say it, the Rabadon of crit, the strongest item an ADC, a crit ADC can purchase. So it should be purchased first, in my opinion, because what else are you supposed to go first? I don't know. SS River, it doesn't, it's like haste, I don't need it, I'm jinx, you know. I don't know, LDR, what? Okay, not first item. Collector, sure, but it's like if you played Raven, I guess. But I'm not playing Raven, I'm playing Jinx. Shieldbow, it's like, it's not even that much attack damage. It's like a shield, I don't need it. I'm not, maybe if you're Samira, sure, okay, right? But let's talk, and this weird, Yun, Tal, Wind Arrows, this is weird. I don't know what to say about this item yet, but sure, maybe it's a good first item, I have no idea. But I just believe Infinity Edge is the best first item. Right, so what's the issue with Infinity Edge first item? No attack speed, right? That's a big issue. It's a big issue for ADCs. You need some attack speed, especially because, guess what? Little tempo doesn't exist anymore. They removed little tempo. We're going to talk about runes in a second as well, for sure. And that's why we press the attack. We're going to talk about them after. It doesn't matter now. So, Infinity first, but you don't finish Infinity first. You buy the BF. Or if your first base is kind of whack, you don't have enough for a BF, right? It's a problem about BF right now is the fact that it just costs 1.3k. You can't. I wish it was built just like a Serrated Dirk, because if you look at Serrated Dirk, right, 2 swords into it. How about we make 2 swords into a BF? You know? Or even better, make a pickaxe go into a BF. Make a sword go into a pickaxe into a BF. That would be cool, right? Because if you recall now and you don't have 1.3k, you're gonna buy a pickaxe, right? That's what you're gonna do. And let's say you don't have a pickaxe, money for a pickaxe. Ooh, it's a bit sad, right? That's why Non-Quiver used to be so nice. You just buy swords, you're gonna be fine. You recall with 700 gold, you buy 2 swords, you're good. Now it's a bit whack, right? But let's talk about what you do after you build, you just buy a sword. Well, you have boots. Okay, if you know me, I used to take magical boots. We don't really do that anymore. I think boots are very, very important early on right now, because there's just no more attack speed. As a crit ADC, you are supposed to build an AD item first, because otherwise you don't deal any damage. You can't afford to go pure attack speed item first on crit builds. You cannot do that, right? So all the zeal items here, they are not viable. You can't buy them first. You're not gonna deal any damage. You need attack damage. You have to get attack damage. That's how ADCs work. So, yeah, we buy BF, we buy boots, then we finish Infinity Edge. That's gonna be the first, right? And now you have your big, most important item at the start, at the beginning. You get out of laning phase, you have BF most of the games. It's gonna be so good, right? And then, after this, we go into attack speed, right? When it comes to attack speed, it's basically a zeal item. Zeal items give attack speed, right? That's it, right? And we have three options: Phantom, Rapid Fire, and Runan. Yeah, so I'm gonna build this first. There we go. Now, what do we go? What do we go for? Phantom has been changed. It's basically a ton of attack speed, a stat stick, you know. First, I want to mention all the zeal items are 2,600 gold, right? I didn't even talk about prices now. Yeah, Infinity just is 100 more gold more expensive, but which is 100 gold more than last patch. But in return, zeal items cost 200 less. You know, 200 less than last patch. So even more, because Rapid Fire used to be so expensive. So basically, if you go Infinity first into zeal now, you spend less gold than last patch. I think that's huge. I think that's big. That's just crazy. And these two items combined, I'm quite confident an Infinity plus zeal item, they deal more damage than last patch, and they're cheaper. So, crit ADC is back, guys. It's so good. So, now for the zeal item, what do we build zeal item second? If you play Jinx, okay, go Ronan, right? Hey, makes sense, look. And we have a new weird scout link shot, which could exist, right? Static is no longer crit, we don't care about that yet. But basically, if you have long range, my guess, Runan is better. Because when you have long range, your Runan rockets can hit very far targets, right? But if you have short range, you know, sometimes this might not happen, right? You know, if you just are too close to enemies, sometimes your Runan rockets might not go to secondary target, like this, for example, right? If you switch to rockets, oh, look, see? The higher range helps a lot, right? So that's why Runan is better with long range carries. And if you remember, they tried to bring Runan for melees. It's kind of whack, because, you know, if you just go melee, your range does, because Runan's killed with your attack range, right? You're not gonna hit targets, like, you're not gonna hit any target, you know, this is what it is. So, if you have long range, go Runan. If you have no long range, you could go Phantom or Rapid Fire, right? Even if you have long range, you can go Rapid Fire, because, guess what? Rapid Fire is great against other long range enemies, because you outrange them. It's really nice. So, my rule would be, you shouldn't really buy items based on your range, you know, it's a good option, but you should build items based on enemy range, I would say, most of the time. So if enemies have like 3 super long range, like they have a Hui, a Caitlyn, and a Xerath bot, who knows what, right? Go Rapid Fire, and it's gonna help you. If the enemies have 4 melees, and they just stay melee stacked, they have tanks and so on, you can go Runans, right? Even if you don't have the longest range, you're still gonna hit a couple targets. I think it's a good buy. I think it's a good item, it's a good purchase, and it got buffed. Now the Runan bolts deal 50% physical damage, not 40. Right, it got buffed. It's so much better right now. It's so good. And if you just are unsure and you just want stats, go Phantom. Right, go for it. It's more movement speed, gives you ghost. It's fun. It's cool. It's a cool item. I like it. Right. But for Jinx, I would say just go Ronan. Every game you're gonna be fine. Or if you just play a champion like Caitlyn, you like long range, go Rapid Fire. Every game is gonna be good. It depends. It's just up to you. I think there's no wrong zeal item. Buy what you need in a specific game, or just buy the same one. It doesn't matter. It's like the difference between the stats it's not that big, right? It's like, oh, 20% less attack speed. Cool, but you get run rockets, right? And it's like, oh, you have like 25% less attack speed on this bad boy. Oh, but you have huge range now. It's like, right? Even for a basic attack. It's up to you. Choose wisely. It's no wrong choice here, I would say. But after this is done, you have attack damage, you have big crits, you have attack speed, you have 50% crit chance with 2 items. Now we kind of wanna creep up to 100% crit chance. That's our goal. Because if you invest into crit, you'd better get 100% crit chance. Because otherwise crit is not as valuable, for sure. So third item, I would say every single game, doesn't matter. No, like you cannot go wrong with LDR. It's 40% penetration. What? 40%? What do you mean? Look, Mortal Reminder is 35. Never buy that. Grievous Wounds, it's not my job. Supports minerals, they can buy it. I don't care. It's not my job. And also, if you look at Terminus, this is gonna be 30% armor pen, right? So crit ADCs will probably the best at taking tanks down. And even if you don't hit a tank, late game, every champion has 100 armor. So you're still cutting off 40 armor with it. It's like having 40 lethality. This is insane. This is like one of the best items in the game. After like Runa and maybe Infinity, right? It's such a good item. So I would say on most crit ADCs, Infinity, Zeal item, LDR, it's the perfect build. You cannot go wrong. There's no mistake. You just do that every game, you're gonna be fine, right? And now for the fourth item to finish 100% crit. Shield bow. Interesting. Some attack damage, crit, right? And then it gives you shield. If you're against assassins, solid choice. Yultal Wield Arrows. This is, I would say, a good overall choice. I don't know, maybe if you're against long range targets, you can only hit them like a few times at a time. Or like, you have rapid fire cannon and you want this to synergize with it. I mean, I guess would be a good option for just aggressive, more damage, right? And before you say Bloodthirster, it doesn't give crit anymore. Okay. So I would say, if you want to play safe, Immortal Shield Bow. If you want to damage Yultal, because big damage. If you want to get Collector, you can do that as well. It's, you know, if they are just, all of the enemies are just legit squishes. You play against assassins and mages. Just buy Collector. I should have added it here. I forgot. Yeah, it's good items, good items. Second Zeal item, I don't think you need two attack speed items. I'll be honest with you. I think the amount of attack speed you have like this, it's just, you know, it's just kind of good enough. 2 attacks per second, even if you go rockets. I mean, you know, 1.9 is not much, but on jinx you get passive, right? And the most ADCs you're gonna have like 1.5 to attack speed each, but you know, maybe a second Zeal item is good. I don't know. I just don't see it really. But I'll be honest, having more movement speed, you know, it's cool. And you just go pew 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 now. You know, it's very nice, very fun. Right, but the fact that Little Temple doesn't exist anymore might make people buy 2 Zeal items. I don't know if it's good. I know it's never been a good thing. It's always been kind of whack to do it. Not good. Maybe it becomes a thing, but I would say like getting more attack damage, getting a more special item, a defensive like Shield Bow, might help you more in the long run. And I guess I should just get used to not having that much attack speed. And besides that, look, Alacrity exists, right? This is not even stacked. After I stack it, it's gonna be so helpful, right? You're gonna take Alacrity most of the time now. Why? Well, because no Bloodline, because guess what? I tested it, and if you look here, where's that guy? Okay, Doran Blade. 3.5% lifesteal. Good enough, we'll take it. We don't need more, right? It's okay. Too bad Shield Bow doesn't give lifesteal anymore, but it's okay. Guess what? Mercurial Scimitar gives MR. I mean, not MR, so MR too, but lifesteal, right? It's weird, I don't know. But yeah, 4th item, Shield Bow, Yultal, just a Collector. You just go damage or more defensive if you want. I would say Shield Bow is never bad, because, you know, shield, it's not that big of a larger as a shield, but you take this shield, and now that you have a 100% crit chance, you take this shield, because hey, Bloodthirster, ha ha ha, gives me a shield now. Look at this, you get this shield, which is 338 right now, it scales more at level 18, 400. You take this 530 shield, right? And suddenly it's like you have 900 shield on an ADC. I like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. And by the way, I think this shield doesn't expire anymore. Look, you stack the Bloodthirster shield, it used to expire after a few seconds. No, it doesn't. You just have the shield non-stop. It's so cool. It's really cool. Alright. And let's not forget about Zephyr. This, actually, I completely forgot. Gives you more movement speed, gives you a bit more attack speed, and reduces the slow effectiveness. So, hey, look, great item to just cap out your build, right? I don't know if you should buy this before last item or after. Depends on the game, I guess. If you're fed or not fed, maybe you need these, more movement speed, right? But it's just nice to see that we get 417 move speed with these items, right? And if you go for, instead of Runans, go for a Phantom Dancer, you have 432, right? At full build. Which is more. It's like 20-30 more than last patch. And look how fast Jinx is running. Oh my god, it's crazy. Right, so yeah, ADC's items look great now. Crit items, right? Let's talk about on hit. We didn't talk about on hit yet. I'm just so excited about crit. Sorry, I'm a crit player, you know. So on hit items, that's everything here. I would say they are kind of the same. Quite similar, nothing changed that much, you know. Some changes. Bork is, I think it's just nerfed, right? It was so good anyway, that can't make sense. You had more lifesteal though, right? It's just the passive, the 6% current health used to be a bit more. I don't remember the exact number, I didn't buy it that often. But for the most part, you know, it's just every on hit item has like, when it comes to like crit ADCs, you buy like BF, and then you buy Infinity, boom, you have a huge attack damage chunk, right? Then you buy the attack speed chunk. Then you buy more AD, right? With on hit, it's like you buy one item, attack speed, attack damage. One item, attack speed, attack damage. One item, attack speed, attack damage, right? It's more linear scaling for on hit users, kinda. That's how it is, right? Because you don't rely on crit whatsoever. So, and also Kraken gives more speed. It's so interesting to see. It's basically the new Zeal item for on hit, kinda. But nothing stopping you from building Zeal item on hit either. You know, I would say it's not needed because when every on-hit item gives attack speed, you don't need a Zeal item. You know, that's how I see it. So, I know, you play Twitch, you go Borg first, I don't know, whatever. Or you play Kog'Maw, you go Rageblade first, you play Ashe, oh, maybe you want Terminus first, right? Up to you, I don't know how to build on-hit really. It depends on the champion, I think. It's just champion dependent, reliant, match dependent, because you might want with and second item, because they have Hui and Zeraf support. Go with 10 second, they have Cartouche jungle with 10 second item, right? For sure. On hit, I would say, has kind of more defensive options, because that's how the class works. Terminus, you know, with 10 they give MR armor, that's how it is, right? So that's about it for on hit, not too complicated, it's just how it goes, right? Now NAVORI. NAVORI is quite interesting because you can buy NAVORI, and you are going to do something illegal. Oh, NAVORI in Infinity Edge. What? You can do that now? Yep, you can do it. So, for Xayah, for example, I would say she's like the biggest NAVORI user in the entire game. Xayah. So good on her. Right? Then you have Kog'Maw, Kai'Sa, maybe, stuff like that. Many other champs like Tristana, many, I don't remember all of them. But what do you build first, right? NAVORI. It gives attack speed. No, on ADC you cannot build attack speed first item. You need to take some attack damage. Otherwise you can even farm under turret. It's so bad. You have to go for some attack damage. That goes without saying. So you cannot buy this first. But in return, because you know, NAVORI users will use a ton of abilities. Will spam abilities like crazy. Essence River, it got changed. It gives crit, haste, attack damage, and basic attacks refined 20 mana on hit. It's no longer a Shin item. Right? Which is great. Oh, Xayah buys this Essence River. Unlimited mana. You don't even have to go Presence of Mind, you can go over heal now. Doesn't matter, whatever. And then, take NAVORI. Unlimited spells, perma W, perma everything. Kog'Maw the same. If you don't want to go and hit Kog'Maw, you can go NAVORI, Kog'Maw, perma W. Right? And now, guess what? One more damage? Brother. Hey, I got you. Infinity Edge. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. Unlimited mana, unlimited damage, right? But, you know, it depends. Maybe now you just don't feel like 40% attack speed is enough for you. You might want to go some Zeal item too if you want. I don't know. Maybe I have no idea. Anyway, but this is like good items for NAVORI users, I would say. Essence River Infinity synergies really well with NAVORI. And then, I don't know, choose other things. I have no idea yet. I guess we'll see what Koreans do, because they usually invent the builds first, you know how it is, right? I specialize more into like Infinity pure crit builds, not NAVORI and non-hit and stuff. And last thing I want to talk about is like casters, right? No, those items that give some haste, and they're kind of weird mana haste items, you know, Ezreal, you know, Essence River, Smolder, One Immune. It's like, brother, I don't know, I don't play casters, so don't ask me about this, okay? They just exist. And just want to say, Ezreal, QQ Bozo, you don't have Shin on Essence River anymore. Oopsies daisies, that's sad for you, I'm sorry. So I guess Essence River is not really on casters now, it's more maybe about NAVORI. I don't know. It's so hard to predict everything. But yeah, this is my insight, remember, for crits, crit users. I think Infinity Edge is back. Like, I don't see any other item for crit that can be better than Infinity Edge. Like, honestly, tell me, do you think you have any other options? This? I don't know, man, what the hell is this? 53 additional damage? I would rather spend 20 more gold to just have more AD and just have 50% crit damage, you know? It's like, much better, right? It's just... Yeah, this is the only good first item I see. After, and you follow that with like boots and then just a zeal item, right? Just boom, you have your core items. At 2 items you have 50% crit chance now. Every other basic attack will be a crit, right? Big damage. Very big damage. You're just chilling, right? Wait, this actually non-crit crit. Non-crit crit. No, okay. So there is still RNG involved. Ah, man. Imagine they did 1 crit, 1 no crit. 1 crit, 1 no crit. It would be fun, right? But no, well, it is what it is. And this is the build now. You have 2 items, you have big damage already. Look at those crits, massive crits, like that damage. Ooh, huge, right? Okay, target damage don't have armor, right? But yeah. And then you get this huge Lord Dominic's. There's no more cut down passive. I know it sucks, but hey. Not cut down, bring it down. Speaking of countdown, oh, runes. Guys, runes. We need to go to runes. Runes are important, yes. We need to talk about runes. I think it's quite important. Before I forget. Runes. Oh my god, new runes. I need to move my camera out of the way. Put it there. Okay. So, when you look at runes. Ah, where's Little Tempo? It doesn't exist anymore. Oopsies. They removed it, yeah. So because there's no more Little Tempo, yeah, attack speed is a bit more scarce. This scarce, whatever. You don't have that much attack speed available to you anymore on every champion. So it becomes more important to buy attack speed. And if you don't want to buy attack speed, hey, look, Legend Alacrity, yeah, it exists, right? I used to go Bloodline. I tested going Alacrity. You don't really need Bloodline because you just have the Doran Blade. And guess what? You don't sell the Doran Blade until you get your like 5th or 6th item. Just don't sell it. It's okay. Just don't sell it. Just keep it, right? Or until you get some lifesteal. Keep the Doran Blade. It's OP. It's like 750 gold worth of value, even more maybe. Just keep the Doran Blade. It's so good to have. And just go Alacrity. You're gonna be fine. If you play Jinx, so you basically rely on mana to attack, to just... Yeah, you rely on mana to attack with rockets, right? Basically to attack, as you never stay milligun in fights, really. You just have to go Presence of Mind, unfortunately. It's kind of a must. Don't think Essence River first on Jinx is gonna be a thing, because she doesn't really need ability haste. So you have to go Presence of Mind on Jinx, but if you play the Raven, okay, we go Triumph. We play Aphelios, you could go Absorb Life. This is new, by the way, Absorb Life. If you kill a minion, or a target, I guess a minion in lane, you know, you kill minions, they heal you up. I think this is cool, you know, it's kind of cool, right? But let's talk about the first keystone here. Place the attack, it's changed. Now you just deal 8% more damage, basically, that's it. You hit a target 3 times, you deal 8% more damage until you leave combat. So yeah, 8% crit damage. Crit damage? No, sorry, damage. 8% crit damage, I mean, you can't say no to that. I prefer more range and attack speed like Little Tempo, but let's be honest, that was busted, especially on Yoni and Yasuo, right? So it's a good thing that Kayn removed it. I think it's fine. But there's the attack, right? 8% damage, I'll take it, thank you very much. Maybe if you're in a really hard lane, fleet footwork, but I'm pretty sure they nerfed it. I think they nerfed the fleet footwork, right? So yeah, let's just go place the attack most of the time. And Conqueror, well, Conqueror could be good on like the Raven, Aphidos, maybe Ezreal, stuff like that, you know, but I don't know, maybe more short range ADCs could use this better and that use more abilities, but just pure auto attackers like Jinx, no, just more damage, right? If it gives damage, I'll take it. And then Triumph if you played Samira against Draven, stuff like that for sure. And Absorb Life, I guess you could just pair up if you don't need Presence of Mind, you could just pair up Fleet and Absorb Life, and you can just go through the most impossible lanes without any issues, maybe. I don't know, we'll see, right? But not many things change here, right? And then another big change I want, actually is quite important. Coup de Grace deals 8% more damage to champions who have less than 40, right? It's always been like this. Their low HP deal more damage. Cut down deal the same amount of damage, 8%, to champions who have more than 60% health. So it's basically the same damage. You don't deal any more damage. But I guess if they have shields, right, they're gonna be more HP more often. So cut down is better against shields. That's how I see it. Enemies have shields, they have Ivor and Karma. Yeah, I'm gonna take cut down. Yeah, I think it's smart. It's very smart. They have shields. Right? Very smart. Deal more damage overall. Good, right? But if you play Jinx and you have ultimate, you want them to explode better, you go coup de grace. That's how it goes. Right? So not much to say there. And last stand, I mean, if you play Samira Draven, melee, go crazy. Sure. Okay, now for the secondary. I said in builds, you don't go boots anymore. No, it's like... no, right? You have cashback now. Get 6% gold back when you purchase legendary items. Which... I mean... sounds kinda cool. Right? Let's see. 6% of 3400. Let's do. Right? You buy Infinity Edge, you get 200 gold back. 200 gold. 200 gold. But you lose a keystone. And then 100 gold after like Zeal, 150 gold after Zeal, and so on. Is it worth it? Is it worth losing? Because you may be tempted. Okay, no, we don't take magical footwear because we really need boots early game on ADC round. We need attack speed. We have to. Cashback. You get gold. I guess it works like boots because boots gave you 300 gold for fee, basically, right? If you don't keep the movement speed into consideration. Maybe cashback. Gives 300 gold after you buy a second item. Kind of. Right? I guess. And boots, biscuits, they help a lot in laning phase. If you know me, I like biscuits. They help so much in laning phase. Especially where crit ADC struggle because they usually scale. You know, they're weak early game. But because you can't buy boots anymore, I mean the free boots that give you 10 movement speed, it's like, how about, because all of these are for like supports and stuff, how about we migrate to somewhere else? Let's see what options we have, right? Resolve. I mean, ADCs are not really supposed to be tanky, I mean, I guess if you want to, but no. Domination, I mean, it's like not like I need all of this, like assassin stuff, I don't need this, it's like taste of blood, whatever, right? Who cares? Okay. Now we're talking. Now we have options. Look. Absolute focus. More attack damage. Cool. Gathering Storm. More attack damage. Cool. Right? I might go back to this. I think this is solid. And of course we got attack speed, adaptive force, and flat health. We don't go scaling health. Because ADCs are lower level for longer. They are this card starts outscaling the flat one at level 7. But it's like you're gonna be level 6 or less for a long time in League on ADC, that's how it goes. Guess what? Early game you need as much help as possible. There's so many times where this base health just saved me because I just escaped 10 HP at level 3. It saved me, right? Trust me, go flat health on ADC. If you are not playing ADC or playing mid top, you're gonna get level 6 in like 5-6 minutes in the game. You're just gonna outscale instantly. So yeah, on ADC take health, trust me, from experience. As for the runes, secondary here, I mean, more damage is always good. If you like damage, go damage, right? Nimbus Cloak, I mean, I guess you go instead of Gathering Storm if you don't think a game is gonna reach late game. Sure, I guess. It's like, it's just go. I like damage. I don't know, I just like damage. This is probably the best. But if you really want gold and stuff like that, you need biscuits. This could be also correct. If you play Ashe, biscuits and approach velocity, guaranteed still the best on Ashe. Jinx though, no, we just, man, I don't know. I have no idea who's gonna buy magical footwear anymore. You just need builds, beats. Well, you need boots on ADC right now. You need that attack speed. You have to get attack speed early. Without it, you're not gonna be able to deal any damage. That's how it goes. So, personally, I'm gonna stick with Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm. These are gonna be my Jinx runes, ADC runes in general. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it's gonna be. Alright. Yeah, that's about it. So, I'm excited to see if anything new comes out. I'll talk about it again. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.